We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating from the plantation. We built the whole nation. We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating from the plantation. We built the whole nation. We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating from the plantation. We built the whole nation. We are the foundation, bulletproof the hating from the plantation. We built the whole nation.
And it's just very problematic whenever we start talking about our economic strongholds and problems or whatever. We're getting advice from people with different ethnic groups just inserting their opinion about how they feel about us because they think that we're the same, but we're actually not in any way, shape, or form. It's kind of like how your mother and dad weren't the same type of African, you know? So I just want to land.
And I want to add to that too, because even if you go by the premise that we are from Africa and you use that lame ass story that everybody uses, well, then what you would be asking us is that we should team up with the buyer or the seller of our ancestors. I don't even know how that would work, but you're asking us to say, fuck the buyer of the ancestors to team up with the seller of our ancestors because that's better. Like, how does that logic work?
Also, there's a lot of, I think one of the things that contribute to the rift, if such a thing does exist between us over here and those black people on the continent, is the same thing. Why there's beef between Houthis and Tutsis. On the continent there's a lot of ethnic and tribal fighting, and we are a different tribe. We are a different ethnic group at this point, and as such, the same way you can live 15 minutes up the road on the continent, and it be beef between two separate groups. We live 1,000 miles away. Of course, there's going to be separation, political, sociological, economic separation between our groups. The same way it would be if two groups on the continent. So I do personally feel that is a pipe dream. I think people in the past have tried to establish some relationships, but there are a lot of things that were in play then and that are currently still at play that prevent that dream.
I want to say one more thing. No, all right, one more thing. I promise I'm gonna let you go. It's like what literally what why would it be in our best interest to work with individuals? I'm not even joking when I say this, who literally take an oath of allegiance, literally, and I can post the oath in the Jumbotron, against their nation that they say that they love and rep in our nation. So they bring their tribalism from their country to our land and be tribal in our face, if you're in America. So that's one. So they're treasonous to their own nation, and they say that they put their hand on their heart, put their hand up and say that anytime, if at a time of war, they will take the side of the United States. So why would we work with individuals who will sell their own country and people out? That's one. You feel me? Number two, you feel me? I'm not gonna lie. How can you help us when you don't own any of your resources? It's people who are literally living in America talking about us establishing trade unions between a nation that they don't even know or been to. They haven't even been in these countries for longer than a month, you feel me, of their life. But are trying to sell Americans a pipe dream to go move or establish some type of business. You don't own anything. And I'm not even talking about you, yourself, and your family. I'm talking about your nation. These people, like, some of y'all's nations don't even own your own resources. France, China, and whoever, you feel me?
Russia.
Own this shit. I don't. Yeah, bro, that's come on, bro. You're not being real with yourself, bro.
Well,
And that's
there's
why I asked your lineage.
54. There's 54 countries
And
in Africa.
52 of them are
and I don't
younger
and
than
and
America, sir.
yes.
and yeah, absolutely they are,
And
right?
37 of them, and 37 of
they,
them, and hold on, and 37 of them are occupied by other nations. The resources and minerals are being stolen. So what are you saying?
To be
37
very
of
clear
them,
with
that
you,
is
Gio, real
absolutely
quick.
incorrect. But
Well, hold on, Gio. To be
yeah,
very clear
go
with you
ahead.
for a second, most of us have lineage that's older than 52 out of the 54 of your countries, which means our lineage in America is older than your countries over there, 52 out of 54 of them, minus Egypt and Ethiopia. So to be fair, where you're from is older.
You're talking about post-colonial nation state building, right?
I mean,
so,
America's
so
a
is that an
post-colonial,
argument
so
against
tomato, right?
is yes, but that also came with having an advanced army and a navy that were able to fight with coalitions of Europeans against European dominance, or specifically the British rule, right? And so you had all types of support that was happening in order to be able to get the colonies up, where there was no support in Africa to then have all of this multinational fighting and trilateral agreements that were able to actually support Africans.
Man,
You
shut
also,
the hell up, bro. I'm not gonna even lie, bro. Like, be
man,
quiet. It's always
check,
like, no,
check.
bro, no, bro. If
You
it was
have you
so good
haven't
over
said
there,
a
you would be
thing
living over
except
there.
for the
No,
fact
no,
that you will
shut up,
complain. You're
shut
gonna
up.
complain for the rest of
You
your
feel me?
life, my
You
boy.
haven't said a thing.
I don't
You're gonna
have to say
complain for the rest of
anything
your
that
life.
has.
You feel me? You're mad.
Look, man, if Africa is so great, and
I'm not about to let a filthy ass African, you feel me, talk about complaining when your parents are literally cowards. You're
sorry, I'm gonna let you go on the sec check, but bruh, you literally complain about white supremacy, and just what I just heard of you, Gio. You just complain about white supremacy, but then your parents come to a predominantly white country, leaving a predominantly melanated country that's older than America, I might add. Because then you say Ethiopia. So what the fuck is going on?
So most people came for economic opportunities from all over the world here, right? Most
no.
most people from the Arab world, which is why you see a massive population of Persians who ended up fleeing wars
We
during the
don't
fall of
care.
the Sheikh. You have massive amounts of Indians who own most of
Okay,
the
so
Wait,
I
hospital.
got cut off.
Hold on, check. Because he's going to answer this question. Because I see he's dodging. He's dodging. I got him cornered. He's dodging. Answer the question, bro. Ethiopia is all I want to hear about. I only want to hear about Ethiopia. That's the country you said. It's older than America, right? Like you're surrounded by other melanated countries, right? And whatever excuse you use of why you lost the war to the European as a predominantly melanated continent, what are you going to do for us? You obviously can't handle the shit when you're a predominantly melanated country. You could come to a mostly white country and think you're going to do something? You couldn't do shit when you was the majority. Like, bruh, like, make it make sense.
Yeah, hilarious. Facts. Under no circumstances does that make sense. But yet they'll continue to try to finesse us into
And they
believing
got the
that it makes
nerve to
I
sense.
don't
talk
think it's
about weed.
about finessing
And,
anything,
and then,
and
excuse
I
me,
haven't.
I'm talking. Yeah, I don't care.
You,
And
it
they have the
wasn't, the
nerve to be
question
talking
wasn't to you,
about
my man. You
Africans,
need to
shut up.
stop with your
Africans,
mouth.
shut up.
You need to
African,
stop with your
shut up.
mouth.
African,
Seriously, so
shut
I can
up.
answer
Y'all
the
know each
question.
other?
Shut up.
Art,
No, I don't know
can
this
I answer the
musty ass
question
individual.
Yo,
so that I
look,
No, you
can
check. Let
can't
me
because you
let
cut
finish
me
what
out
you
me at
too
said
least
much,
check. Let's let me
about
at least entertain this because I just want to see how it plays out in logic, bro.
bro. This be the problem. I'm gonna tell you something. You feel me? Before I let you go, I don't like how you will clear the room for him, this African, but then you were cutting another American off, even though he had a different
Wait,
ideology.
who was
I've
this?
noticed
Who
that we
was the
do that
other
in
American?
spaces. You feel me? The bootlicking
Oh, you
Democrat.
mean the
You were
Haitian
cutting
that
him
was
off the
undercover
entire
acting like
time.
an American but thought I couldn't tell? You mean that guy?
Why didn't you say that? Well, why didn't you
Because it
say he
was
was a Haitian?
funny. It was just funny. Like, what do you mean?
You,
That's what I'm saying.
you
Your
should have
humor,
put
my
us
humor isn't funny. Okay, continue.
you should have put us up on game that he was them people.
man. So it wasn't for me to make a point earlier about whether or not you should or you should not, as an American, choose. I was simply offering an opinion. And yes, the Ethiopians lost the war to the Italians during World War II. First mustard gas incidents that happened in the history of using chemical warfare. Absolutely. Is North Africa the place that you want to do business, or you're looking for security? No. But you also have the buildup of South Africa and most of the eastern seaboard, which are now some of the growing economies that are in Africa. And there are multiple nation states that are in Africa that would love to do business with Americans. And this is something where it's like, it doesn't need to devolve into some us versus them type of situation. My family did go back to go do business in Africa, and we still
When
do.
are you
We
going
work in
back?
technology.
When are you going back?
I go back every
No, when are
about
you going to
every
revoke your
quarter.
American citizenship? When are you going to put it all on the table? Put it on the floor. When are you going
I
to do
go
that?
to Africa about every three
When are you going to
months
put it on
for
the floor?
business. And all of the patriotism and all that got a whole lot of people into a lot of trouble with Iraq, the Iraq war and Afghanistan too. Talking about patriotism or allegiances and all the rest of this has nothing to do with whether or not you have access to
But
opportunities.
it,
No, but
but it does.
Kids
It
have access
does.
to
Art, let me
opportunities.
go. You've been muting me, bro. Let me go. It does. You feel me? You want us to work with people who will literally do anything. You feel me? To get over here and complain and act as if they're in the same position when they're not. Literally, you feel me? They're
There's a
literally in a
billion
totally different.
people.
You feel me? Go ahead.
There's a billion
Uh,
people in Africa, sir. And
mo-
not everybody's
hold on,
rushing
y'all.
to
Art,
come to the
mute me.
United States.
Most of that stuff is nah, it's not backstock. She's just doing an hour right now. Yeah, tomorrow right now. Yeah.
I can't tell if Tech is got an open mic or not. But go ahead, finish whatever you're saying, Gio.
Yeah,
I think
he
one of
said
the
to
things
mute him.
to actually understand is this, right? Uh, there's nothing wrong with having an international conversation to hear whatever perspectives may be brought to the table, because all perspectives in the form of business are to be heard and are at least able to be judged after hearing all the facts. One thing is this, and understanding this, right? Again, being able to sit ourselves in the position of power is going to have to sit ourselves in a position to listen to people who we conquered and who might have conquered us before. Just like when whatever group in Afghanistan, the Taliban,
Okay, my
took
bad.
over the
You
government
said there's
in
some
America.
billion of people in Africa, yeah, and they still can't get along.
Yeah,
Still can't
well,
get
I'm just
along.
saying in
You feel me? When
general.
you look at a country like
One of
Nigeria,
the
you feel
things
me?
about it
How
is
many
that
people? Two hundred
well,
nineteen million
again,
people, and still sitting on the fucking
hold on, I
bleachers.
don't.
It's like, why would
Yeah,
you want to work
I
with
know
people?
you.
I'm not gonna lie.
I
Like,
know you
nah,
got
I'm
a
good. You
African
feel me?
thing.
When they can
Yeah, it's
produce
all
some
good.
type of
So
economic stronghold where they're
I
producing
think one of the
something and leading
things
in
is
something,
again,
then maybe we
it
can try to
doesn't really
establish some
matter
business.
if a
But right
person
now,
is
all I see is a
African or
bunch of
not.
immigrants in the
Like,
UK, Canada, and the United
well,
States trying to convince
I
us to
think
do
about it
business
like this.
with
Like,
other people
if
and
you're
other
even
nations. And it's
thinking
like,
about it
y'all
with
are not
any
even over there. Your
relativity,
family doesn't even,
these
most of
things
these people's families
is
don't even
real is
own
real
a business
crucial,
over there. So what are you
because I
talking
think what
about? It's just a
happens
bunch
is
of
that at the end
grifting.
of the
You
day,
feel me?
we're
We
not
sell these
even able
Americans a dream, and I
to
don't like it. You
conduct
feel me?
ourselves
Like,
with
if
this. I
anything,
don't
you feel
think
me?
Tech can
The
hear me,
best way to
Art.
fix your
I'm
country
not
is to be
sure
in there.
if
But I
he's
don't want to hear
actually
about
able to
business
say it,
opportunities
if he
as
was
a
able to do
son
it.
of two immigrants.
So
You
if he
feel me?
was to
I don't
go
want to hear
ahead and
shit.
actually say
One of the most
anything,
privileged people in the world.
I think one of
I'm gonna
the
land right there. I
things
don't know
that
if
have
Iree's
to be
talking, but
understood.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he can hear me. So I think one of the things is this, right? Understanding that if Geo was speaking from an international perspective, right? As a person who's running what the country does, I'm not gonna sit back and go to an emotional perspective with Gil. I'm actually hear what business or economic opportunities or endeavors would benefit our people, our country, and collectively what cause we may have going forward. See, again, our people may want reparations, but I don't know if a lot of our people want power. And I can see it in these conversations because power respects power, right? Don't nobody talks to a dweeb. Don't nobody talks to a coward. Don't nobody talks to an emotional, unstable person, because an emotional, unstable man is unstable in all his ways. So I think what happens is that when we literally speak from the perspective of of an international conversation, a diplomatic conversation, what we find ourselves in many times is not being present at the conversation, nor bringing anything of value to the conversation. So when we're having conversations, to be able to resonate what value we have to accumulate or amass within our group, it does us a good job, even if in practice, to get those real reps that make us have to assess ourselves like, oh, okay, well, this is a valuable thing that we have within our culture, within our community. And this is something that should be advertised solely by our people. So maybe we need to form an association. So when people want to get a verified or a certified, quote, Black American Negro for their endeavor, it's a certified Black American Negro and not just a dignified Black American Negro, meaning somebody that people who are from our community, much like when the United Negro College Fund was started, it was started by Negroes for Negro children, and it was meant to go ahead and be a banking catalyst of economic opportunity, so that when our children want to further their higher education, they can do so with the financial footprint and backing from an institution of power. So again, much like a lot of our institutions of power have been usurped to be people of color or all lives mattered, we literally need to assess going forward what positional power we represent when we're talking to people who may not be American, who may want to do business with Americans, and might not necessarily decide whether it's a Black American or white American based off just the fact that they want to find what business of American they can tap into. So our people need to tap into what values we present for other people to find benefit from, and what quid pro quo relationships, meaning what I do for you and what I do for me, much like we used to do when we did bartering with each other. We would do things compensatable for equal value based off of our relationship, not based off of the fact that, oh, I'm building this person a house and they hadn't paid me, more than it is that I'm building a house for somebody that's going to be in our community, that's going to raise a family, that's going to be in debt to the community and to the people that helped start them off. And their only debt is to help start off the next endeavor with whatever financial resources they can, being timely and the most opportune one, and doing it from a manner that's literally going to be honorary. So meaning that you might not have the money, you don't need to go to a Jewish lawyer and get denied. You don't need to go and get a flexible interest rate. You don't need to go and get robbed with the paperwork and the bank take your house. You just need to go ahead and fuck with the Negro community men, and they're going to come together to help build you something to start you off good, get you going. And as you build your own house, you can make your money and do so. But when the next person come in the community, you owe it to those same brothers that came together to help do so for the other person that might not be in the community yet, that's going to come and add another family and another person that's going to uphold the integrity of the community. Again, like I said, is reparations just for a check, or you're going to use that check to build power? That's a personal, that's a group collective thought, but that's also something everybody needs to kind of put in their own mind if they really are looking at this check for our tangible power position, not just our financial economic position. And I'll fold my chair there.
I'm trying to figure out who's Black Americans' allies. Is it other white Americans? Is it Chinese? Is it Native Americans? Is it Africans? Like who's ally? And if none of the above, why are we talking about teaming up with any of these motherfuckers?
And that's my point. Like, you feel me? Every time we're having a
Yep.
conversation, you feel me, it starts going into, I was talking about the black race. You like, you know damn well, you like, what the fuck, like, what is this? And I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, nah, you feel me? Again, when we start talking about business in the name of business, you feel me? Most of the successful people are not in their countries, like him. Like, then this makes and then we're supposed to do business. Okay, sure. Sounds parasitic to me.
But you know what though, Chuck? Most of the successful Black American Negroes don't even see our people to do business with in America as well. They'll do business with a cracker. We got Balenciaga, Paris Boys with Jay-Z and them. They want to be in Paris. They want to go and hang out with Louis Vuitton and Gucci. So, I mean, to keep it a full buck, we got American Negroes that's leaving our country from where our hoods that groomed them and raised them up from, to go and spend money and do shit with the motherfuckers that helped
I'm
enslave us.
I'm not
Like,
dis
why the fuck is niggas wearing these ugly ass designer clothes
I,
by the same people
I
who
have no
literally
idea,
don't,
you know what
you
I'm
know what I
saying?
mean?
I'm not gonna lie. And
So it's just business wise, I'm just saying that it's a status
you
on
want
both
us to do
sides where
business with people who don't own any
I didn't say I
resources.
want us to do business
What
with anything. I'm
resources?
just saying when you're looking at stuff from a business perspective, it's
I'm
always
looking
to
at
be
it from a
looked at
business
from
perspective.
the leverage of where we stand at and what business relationship they want. Anybody.
Anybody but
Shit,
them.
America and them.
And that
Test.
that like
Anybody but
what
them.
resources
You know what I'm
do
saying?
you own?
And bro, I'm about to respond to my bro Ari. Then you can go, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just anybody with them. I feel what you're saying, Ari. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at, you feel me, the same way what you're looking at, benefit. You feel me? How how can our ethnic group benefit from their ethnic group? You feel me? And we're not talking about resources, what the hell is this conversation? If they are just the middleman, if another colonizer occupies their resources and they're just like, I'm not dealing with that again. It's no different from ATM. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna just charge a little fee, and it's like it's not that. You feel me? And then also too, I refuse to let another. I don't know, bro. I just weary about them. You feel me? Respectfully, because they it start off cool. We in the same boat. Da da da. Then it starts. You feel me? I'm gonna start speaking for my community in America, and then they try to weaponize that shit. I seen this shit before, bro. I don't trust them. I don't.
Yeah, the biggest thing they could offer us is access to resources. And if they don't control said resources, there's really
So
no
what
more
Yeah,
is it?
business to be
Yeah,
had, as
that's what I'm
far as I
but
can
saying.
that
tell.
kind of
Well,
leads.
I
Absolutely.
could tell you. I could tell you one example, right? Just for instance, there's a woman that I know that's in. I believe her family is from Cameroon, and she has a chocolate business that she owns, and she operates. But her family's business is in Cameroon, and they deal with like handmade cocoa butter. So it's like cocoa butter raw. They process it. They make the cocoa powder from the butter to the nibs to the chocolates that they use for making chocolates, right? So for chocolatiers and stuff like that. One of the things I would say is that they may not own the gold mine, but maybe they own a farm that produces a good. And one thing I could say for sure is when I was growing up, when I was young, everybody in our community smelled like that Palmer's cocoa butter. And everybody used to know the smell of somebody walking by with the Palmers because it had the real cocoa butter in it. But if you go on by the Palmers now, it don't got that smell in it anymore due to the high price of cocoa. And so since the cocoa butter and the cocoa prices went up, they literally used stuff like palm oil or different things like that to substitute, but you don't have the strong essence of the chocolate smell in our people anymore.
But I got a question,
I'm just
Ari.
saying, hold up, I'm just giving you an example, bro. And so what I'm saying is that if all of us was to come together, put together some manufacturing and distribution stuff, we can outdo Palmer's for our community, knowing that our market loves this type, the real smell of cocoa. We can put together a product better than Palmer's, and we could sell it to our community at a certain rate that Palmer's cannot compete with due to the fact that they're locked out. They don't get the direct, I'm talking direct, like I'm talking about the person you're talking to is the person who's the heir or the person who has direct connections to the person producing what we're talking about. So when we deal with them and we talk to them and we set up distribution, that dollar share and value is directly into the hands of who you're doing business with. So you might not have to pay that, it's like when I buy my herbs. If I don't know you, you don't get my price. If I don't know you, when my homie you want to get what I'm smoking, the person who's gonna give it to you not gonna give it to you for my price. I can't even tell you the price that you're gonna even get it at.
They need to crack open them citizenships, full unrestricted
But
citizenships. I don't
you
want to do
meet,
no
but
talking, and I don't want to hear no right to
But
if you
it's
abode.
don't fucking
The
yeah,
multiple
if
finesse.
you don't,
countries.
if I don't
Oh,
know you,
that's a lie. That's a finesse. That right to abode
bro.
is a
No, I ain't
finesse.
talking about that.
Look
I'm
at the
talking about the
paperwork.
people who actually own stuff. I'm talking about not just the workers. I'm talking about the actual farm is the family's farm. So doing business with them, setting up markets for our people in this country is the type of business model I'm speaking about, where you do use the resource for a tangible reciprocal value that we're going to create a product with. So I don't want to be dealing with who's Palmer's production. I don't want to deal with the wholesale because I actually deal with a personal person. So that means that when the value of the product is diminishing, I can let them know and get a quick result as opposed to waiting for a lot or shopping around. And if I want to go ahead and reinvest into buying more land or help that family get more distribution lands, then now you can go ahead and find out if their value of what they're doing out there is so beneficial to you that you want to now buy some real estate or you want to buy some farms or you want to go ahead and now utilize that farm for a production site or a manufacturing site and utilize the other farms for work sites, and they'll handle the hiring, they'll handle the manufacturing, and when it comes to America we get the product and we sell it because there's so many byproducts from the cocoa that a lot of our people don't recognize because we're utilizing either the butter or we're utilizing the powder or we're utilizing the liquor. You're not really utilizing every aspect that come from it, whether it be the husk, whether it be the raw mineral that's left over that they still use for cocoa powder. They mix with some to make cocoa nubs. So again, it's that whole product distribution from just knowing somebody with a resource that's simple as like cocoa. Like, so understanding that and talking to the people who actually, not just the middleman that's a distributor, but talking to the ones that's on the ground with a business and a farm. Yeah, those relationships are beneficial to our people due to the fact that we already consume something that our people don't make. So again, it's about who's going to have a product that we can replace the things our people use that aren't made by us and benefit relationships to do things so we can make it. Again, utilizing just that one lotion, that Palmer's. If we create that that product that reminds them of that old school Palmer's, we put Palmer's out of business.
Okay.
That's all I was saying.
But what I want to comment on that is, it seems like we dodge this question. Every entity on this planet can give us something, right? Like, I'm sure the Chinese could give us something. I'm sure Russia got some oil that could help us do blah blah blah. I don't want to go. I feel
Can
like,
I go?
yeah, but I feel like those conversations are weird
Yeah,
because we never address who the allies are. Like, who are the allies? Because anybody can give you something.
that's kind of my point. If anything, I feel like being working with Africans are cool. You feel me? I feel like it would make more sense to start with the Caribbean. You feel me? And South and Central America. Because as far as cocoa, you feel me? That's South America all day. That's what I'm saying. When we go to like when we start talking about resources, I don't know why we have to go way across the Atlantic Ocean to start obtaining a lot of these resources that most of America's already obtained, or if not more of. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see what's the buy-in. All I see is, you feel me, us helping them, you feel me, get up, and then it's fuck us once they benefit off of it. And I'm not willing to do that. I see how these people act, you know what I'm saying, how they really feel about us, you know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm with Ari on some of the things he's saying as far as the people who matter. But as far as these low lives, the ones who sold descendants of people who parents sold them out, who took oaths to come over here, I have really nothing to say. What do you mean business? It's like, get the fuck on somewhere, bro. And then it's we to try to, you feel me, reel us in a conversation. That's why I'm always ask. They can't blend in no more. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you on one sense, but it's like it would make more sense to start closer at home, to start figuring out what each state's biggest import and export is. You feel me?
Alexa,
Start
turn on the
realizing,
light.
yeah, you feel me? You said Alexa, turn on the light. You funny? Okay,
Oh, my bad. I know my mic was
I
hot.
know, I
Sorry.
know, I know. You funny. I was Alexa, turn on the mic. Okay, but yeah, it would make more sense to figure out what each state has to offer. You know what I'm saying? If we're talking about oil, I know Alaska has a huge oil reserve, Texas as well. We need to start worry about what things that we can do for ourselves. You feel me? But I'm not saying I'm not against business, totally against other nations. But I would say it would make more sense to start closer. In the Americas is a great start. Get to travel across the
Yeah,
Atlantic
no,
Ocean.
South America, they do have cocoa butter, so I don't know. It's a lot closer. And last I checked, I don't think the South Americans have done too much to us in comparison to, say, Africans who, by their own words, sold us.
On game. On game.
Matter of fact, some people even say South America is considered the birthplace of cocoa butter. You know, some people.
I think so too. But as far as the conversation goes, I would say yeah, also too with coconuts, you feel me? That's why I said with the Caribbean, as far as like all the properties of, you feel me, cocoa, you feel me? So not that's not the same plant of a coconut. Oh damn! Well, damn, I'm stupid as hell. La Farmer, ain't that the same?
No, coconut is the brown one that's green with the water in it. A cocoa is like a foot. It looked like a football, but it's a pod, and you got three different type of genetic species of them. You got almost like you
Okay,
got the
okay.
yellow one, the reddish looking one, and then you got like a little mix in between, like brownish red. But you know, some grow better, some have more of a flavor, and don't grow as easy and have a So it's a whole thing with it. You feel me? Like they got everything from the top quality to the mid quality to the basic quality. But I think at the same time, again, when we're creating that market to do stuff like we are with the Palmers, we're gonna be looking from cocoa from all areas of the world that produce it with the type that we want. So we're gonna ask for samples, we're gonna test it out, and we're gonna see if it's a product that we want to utilize. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, the one that I got from Shorty is organic. I got like 35 pounds of that shit. And it's organic and it smells like chocolate. And it's beautiful. It goes good on your skin. It absorbs into your skin nice. Like we make lotions and certain things like that as well. And so one of the things that I was making sure we utilize is just
Wait, did you get a phone call?
cocoa butter like the
Yeah,
original
probably.
one. That shit hard as hell. You gotta melt it type. But what I'm saying is again, it's something our people already was utilizing, and we don't have that product in this purity no more due to the fact that the company we relied on to keep that product the way it was when we fell in love with it is literally buying other things to supplement the high value of the cocoa. So
Yeah, check. We're gonna have to we're gonna
I
have
didn't
to
think.
rebrand a room at some point and make a room because I really want to address who the fuck is Americans, Black Americans, allies. Who like nobody wants to bring it up. Nobody really want to talk about this. We
Do what
gotta
you gotta do.
isolate this. Like I need to know. I need a
Do what
list,
you gotta do,
an
bro. I'm here
approved
till
list,
7.
some shit. Cause it seems to me,
I said, do what you. God damn it, Art. I said, do what you gotta do. You feel me? You know, I'm at work till 7, and then I'm gonna be fully engaged in the conversation. So you kind of respectfully carrying the room. Appreciate you. So
yeah,
do your damn thing.
well, Art, you got people who, when they say our allies, they say they're American allies, America's allies. But
I think LaFarmer cut out again. Damn it. I feel like they're nuking my room for trying to do the we finally get to the good part. God damn it.
Damn it, I might have to charge my phone. I might have to come back and brother.
Yeah, well, until he comes back, my whole thing is why reason why I'm asking is because to me, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I get like people are cool with allying with white Americans. Like that's seems like the general consensus. I mean, they talk a lot of shit and say a lot of shit, but when it comes down, well, who we're gonna actually team up with, like let's say America got, you got the Asians coming one way, you got Native Americans saying fuck the white people in another way. You got, you know what I mean? Like, and we're in the middle. Which side are you gonna pick? And I feel like a lot of people would be like, "Yo, I'm a Democrat, Republican. I'm gonna go with the," you know what I mean? Like that's what I feel like. You know what I mean? If I'm keeping it a bed, so I don't know, man. That's why I want to think we need to address this question because I would really. That's why I put a poll in the jumbotron because I would really like to know what people actually think or who they think the actual allies of Black Americans actually is.
could you hear me, Art?
No, you cut
Did it?
out for a bit, bro.
Oh wow, man, that's crazy, man. That shit's wild. I was saying like when people literally look at America, they see the allies and then they say American allies, and they say that they're American allies and relegate us to be American more than what is a Black American ally. And when other people get their associations wherever they come from, they can get things in America passed as people who are non-American, but they're American, and they getting bills like "Stop Anti-Asian Hate," but we're in America, and a lot of these Asians come from countries that literally practice a hate that's more precise, like communism and shit. But then again, they're in America asking for bills for hate against them. You might get a anti-Muslim ban or something like that. Like, so this ain't a Muslim country, but you'll get people in here from Muslim countries that will want to advocate for their personal beliefs and the relationships that they got outside of this country with other countries. It carries with them. So when we talk about Black Americans and we talk about our allies, we're not going to find allies because those people who would say they're allies would say that they're not allies to Black Americans only, they're allies to America. So, and it's like they might go on to say, well, we not allies with America, but our country is, if that makes sense. So it's like, I look at it like this, like what benefit do other people see us in? And then that business relationship can be fostered more than an ally, because an ally come help you fight. An ally fight with you and hold you up if you can't, where you weak at. If they got an aircraft carrier and you don't, they'll provide air support, right? You might not need ground support from them because you got the ground on lock, but you don't got nothing in the air covering you. So they'll help you out. That's what an ally does, but we don't have any of that. So again, we just got to recognize that we just got to deal with the relationships that we got and see what benefit tangible we can get quid pro quo with them, because we've never really asked for a quid pro quo relationship from our relationship. We just was always happy to see somebody in the picture with us as opposed to what the people in the picture with us doing for us.
Yeah, because for me, like what I told you early, like for me, I have such disdain for these motherfuckers. If Asians took over this country, I'd be like, okay, and like I mean, hopefully we take it over, but like in the event we don't, I wouldn't be mad if Asians took it over because I don't like white people. I don't like white supremacy. Like, you know what I mean? Like I literally disdain these motherfuckers. But it seems to me that like if somebody, if there was an alternative view for people, I think to some degree white people aren't the worst people on their list, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like they would be like, well, maybe I would tolerate white people under these conditions. Like, you know what I mean? Me, it's sort of like, you know what I mean? Like it's like when Malcolm's, the only thing I can think of is when Malcolm said when he said to the slaves, they were talking about the slaves, they're like, where are we gonna go? And the field Negroes like anywhere is better than here type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I'm gonna leave America because that's not happening. But if I gotta fight for a particular group on this soil, then then questions have gotta arise. Because like, you know, it'll be like who's the allies on this soil if shit hits the fan? Because you don't know what's gonna happen. They got Chinese police forces now. You know what I mean? So if it's between the Chinese and white Americans, which side are you gonna be on? And I think that might be a split in Black Americans. So I think you're gonna get different answers, and that's why I want to have that room, because I think you're gonna get different answers for different Black Americans. Honestly, I think some wouldn't mind the Chinese taking over, and the others would be like, "Well, who's gonna give us our reparations?" You know what I mean? So I think you're gonna have. I think that's gonna cause a split. Is what I'm getting at. And China might not even be the only group. You know what I mean?
Just change the fucking room title, dude. The day is literally just starting. Just because we're night owls, I mean everybody else is. That's a good way to look at it, though. You feel me?
All right, there you go. Wait, fuck. I forgot you have to do it twice on these bitch, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, Dan, bro. I unfollowed you, bro. You on some nut shit, you feel me? And that's why they really dragged your ass on the timeline. I didn't know you was on the stage.
Yeah, I just joined.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
was.
I don't know. I don't know what that boy talking about, man. He's saying that
Yeah,
Sukihana is Nigerian,
she
and I
is
was like,
Nigerian.
nah.
She is.
Hey,
She
whatever,
said it.
bro.
There's hella video. That's what I'm saying. You're saying whatever. You feel the need to come in here to correct us on information when you are yourself not a
Bro,
Nigerian.
I'm not correcting you, bro.
You feel me? You
It's
are, because you comment on something that had nothing to do with you, and that be my issue with these conversations. Y'all like to butt
nah,
in
nah.
again. Y'all like to butt in things that have nothing to do with you, and then act offended when you get checked. You are a Ghanaian that lives in France. The conversation had nothing to do with you, but yet you inserted yourself in something that had nothing to do with you, and that's my issue. If she says she says she's Canadian, I mean Nigerian, then who the fuck are you to disprove it? Who are you, the lineage police? She ain't in France. She ain't
Alright,
going to
bro.
France. So you feel me? So her lineage would never even be a conversation for you. And that's
Okay.
and that's kind of the
Well,
thing, bro.
okay,
Y'all gotta learn
okay.
how to
Well,
mind y'all
okay.
business, bro.
What about Sexy Red?
You feel me?
Bro, that
I
boy was
think she's
saying that
half
Sexy Red is
Caribbean. I
Caribbean.
think she's half Caribbean. Yes, she is. I think she's
Yeah,
half
but you
Caribbean.
just said what
I
she
know she's American
was.
for sure.
So you like what are we confused about?
Talking
No,
about
he
me?
he just said what she was. He's like she's half Caribbean. Okay, well that's what she is. We're done. We're done
Nah,
here.
nah. It wasn't me who said that. I said that.
I,
That's what he said.
I know I answered your question, but even after I answer it, it doesn't suffice. And this is why it's very problematic to talk to y'all sometimes, because it's
Mm.
purposeless. Like, you live in France, you feel me? You're not in your
Mhm.
home country. You own no resources purposely. I mean, not you know, I didn't say meant to say purposely, but honestly, you feel me? That's what I'm saying. You kind of set yourself up to be like, you feel me? And that's what I be saying. Like we're at war right now. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
unnecessary
not.
comments.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
people are
I'm
gonna
not. I'm
comment
not.
on it.
I'm not gonna justify myself and tell you what I'm doing back doors, but
You
I
feel me? I
just know
don't
I'm
care.
doing
I don't
shit.
really care. You're not doing enough if you're not at home. But this is what I'm gonna say. As far as I'm not even here to critique your living situation. What I'm gonna say is, you feel me? Just stay. Don't start none. Won't be
Okay,
none.
so wait. Hold on, check.
Mine.
Hold on. Hold on.
Before I
Hold
hold.
on.
Before I hold on, I have to get this out.
Okay, go.
Mind Ghana's business. Mind France's business. At least
Mhm.
those two businesses concern you, bro. If a quote unquote, you feel me, Nigerian American, you feel me, says that they're Nigerian and they say it on multiple videos, you feel me? Who who the fuck are you, you feel me, to come up to comment on that shit at all, bro? Just mind your business.
Wait,
Nothing to do
who's
with
he
you.
saying that's
All
not
She
right.
said she not
Nigerian or something?
Sukiana. He trying to like, you
Oh,
feel me?
you're trying to say
He
she's
feels
not
like, yeah,
Nigerian when she said multiple times she's
because
Nigerian?
he's trying to throw that on Americans. That's what I'm
Bro, so
saying.
right
Like they
now,
say it's
okay,
a
so
Bruh,
right
hold
like
on,
now,
I'm
she
not done
literally
talking. I'm not
said
done
she's
talking.
go
Nigerian,
ahead,
like
I'm not done talking.
repeatedly.
That's what I'm
go
saying.
ahead, go
They feel
ahead.
like if the woman is too
Finish, and
ratchet,
then let me.
I got you.
Nah,
They feel like if the woman is too quote unquote ratchet, you feel me, that no, she can't be one of us. And that's really what it
nah,
is. It's a form of tribalism. He's not Nigerian. He
nah.
doesn't have no ties to Nigeria. So I don't even understand why he's offended. You feel me? He's
I do
Ghanaian.
have some ties with Nigeria, but I'm not
And
Nigerian.
who's who? Your granny?
Uh, not exactly.
You see what I'm saying? I don't
What just happened,
that's
man?
why you got attacked. That's why you got attacked. And I'm gonna land right there. It's no hard feelings, bro.
Nah,
I'll
it
follow
is.
you on
It
Rumble. You
is
feel
though,
me? I get
cause you
started on my
unfollowed
check
me.
page.
You unfollowed me. What'd you
Yeah,
say,
on check page, absolutely. You can be you can stay cool on this page, bro. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. That funny ass energy, I'm gonna block you next time on
bro? That
game
whole exchange was just stupid. I ain't gonna lie
Yeah,
to you.
but you
because it
just
was
said that
unnecessary.
somebody who said they were from Nigeria is not from Nigeria. That is kind of stupid to begin with.
Because she's no look. Her saying that she's Nigerian is like some DNA test type
She
shit. She's not
said
Nigerian.
she
Hey,
didn't.
Nigerian.
fellas, y'all have a good night, man. I'm done smoking. I'm gonna go ahead and
All
kick
right,
it.
there,
Y'all
bro.
have a blessed one.
She literally said she's
All right, Ari.
Nigerian. Dan, like, get over it.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. Oh no, the DNA markers. You feel me? And one breath, you feel me, is take a DNA test. You feel me, to verify your Africanness. And the next breath, you feel me, no, that's not real. It's like and then there's people that's not even in this
Okay.
damn
So let me ask you
country.
a question. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. So do you believe in DNA tests?
I don't believe in shit. I believe what people tell me
So why do you believe her when she says she's Nigerian?
because I believe her.
Bro, because she could have done her.
Because
Okay,
I
first
do.
of all, Dan, what does the
Because I
DNA
fucking do.
test got to do with her tracing her
Fuck out.
lineage back?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, that shit is fake.
Did she
What'd you
say
say?
she's Nigerian because of a spit hit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Then Dan might have a point. Then
No,
if that's the only thing she's rolling with,
no. All right. I didn't even research how she got her answer. I don't care. If that woman says she's Nigerian, eating booty and stuff like that, let her Nigerian ass be Yoruba. If she
Okay,
says
she's
she is
Nigerian.
that,
She's
let her
Nigerian. It's
be
all
that.
good. It's
Why
all
we gotta
good. She's
question?
Nigerian. Do a
Why are
D-
we questioning
wait.
people's
do
lineage
no,
already?
Wait,
it's
what
What
are
we
we
cool.
doing?
It's
doing?
cool.
Hold
She's
on, wait,
Nigerian.
quick.
Do a
All right,
DNA
let me
test and
get
let's
this
see.
right. Let me get this right. What was we arguing with Dan about Black Americans not being African, and 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 then he was saying they were African, and now he's trying to say that they're not African when they
Nah.
claim that they're
Yes,
African. What is
yes.
going on,
That's
bro?
what's
I can't
happening.
even.
Yes.
No,
You can't even keep up with these people no more.
look. Hold on. Let me just tell you what my perspective is, so that you don't, strawman me or anything. I don't have a problem with Black Americans being Black Indians or anything. What my point is that I feel like most of you are like mixed, like you have African mixed in you. Maybe it's not 50% or 90% or some shit, but you have maybe, I don't know, 20% or
Okay,
some
so we
shit.
have 20%
And I feel like
African and 20%
I feel
European. What does that even mean?
yeah, it may not mean anything to you. I'm just saying like it's not genuine to like say, oh no, I have zero African in me
Okay,
and shit
so
You
like
see
you
what
that.
I'm
wait,
saying?
wait.
It's a
But
inferiority
do you
complex.
realize that Do you? Okay,
how is
listen,
that an
listen, listen.
inferiority
Dan,
complex,
I'll
bro?
make you happy. I'm gonna make you
Uh
happy.
huh.
There's no most Black Americans cannot say they have 0% African, but also true.
Hmm.
Keep in mind, also
Yeah.
true. Most Black Americans can't
Yeah.
say they have 0% European. So now, where does that leave us?
Yeah.
Where does
Because
that leave us? What does that mean?
wait, guess what? Guess what? I'm African and I have European DNA as well. I have like
Bro, I told
10%.
y'all this
So
your
yeah,
African
I agree
thing.
with
I
you.
think it's
I agree
offensive.
with you. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you.
So look. At least that's why I can conversate with you, Dan, because you at least,
On game,
yeah,
he's
he at least
sensible. You feel
recognized
me? He's
his
just sitting there.
European
Don't
I'm
add me on
heritage.
my
sensible, but you
timeline.
unfollowed me, bro.
Yeah, don't be mentioning me. You're gonna set yourself up to get hazed, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I
Bro,
follow some wild my
nah, that
fellow
was
Americans and my
wildin'.
wild
Like
Indians know,
he's nah,
bro,
he's
bro.
wildin'. Like
If
so
I'm
he
being a bro,
nah nah,
listen, listen,
bro.
listen,
Be honest
listen,
with me.
listen,
Sukiana is Black
listen,
American, bro.
listen, listen, listen. No, she isn't. She's Nigerian.
Okay.
She says she's Nigerian. She's Nigerian. This is, but
Okay.
this is what I will say though. You can believe people
Hmm.
when they tell you their lineage, unless they say
Yeah.
they're American. They're lying.
Okay. Okay.
But
Cool.
but to get back to the conversation, like you didn't even realize you didn't even realize what you said to me, bro. If I'm being
What you saying? What you saying?
if I'm being attacked because you feel me a Caribbean, you know what I'm saying? It's why do Americans eat on paper plates? What's caused a
Bro,
reaction? You
bro,
feel me?
wait,
No,
wait. She
no,
didn't
no,
say. She
no.
didn't say
Hold
why the
on,
black.
bro.
Why do Black
Bro,
Americans
bro,
eat on paper plates?
shut up, bro. Respectfully, bro. Just let me finish.
Go
She
ahead.
might as
Go ahead.
well have, bro. She might as well have because we are the only Americans. Everybody else is not from here. And we tell you that all the time. So why do people think they can just
Okay.
say
Okay. Do you think
American?
that that's what
No,
she meant though?
I don't. Yes, yes, hell yes. The fuck, yes. You feel me?
Wait, check her.
Because
Bro,
You
black people
saying
have
she's fresh
plastic
off
hey,
the
plates,
boat?
this is the same.
bro.
Huh?
Bro, what? Like,
This
hold
is the
on, bro.
same
Let me
shit you said last time about the
let me
Cinderella
get
shoe
this.
fitting and
Let
shit.
yes, and we Cinderella. You feel me?
Yeah,
Hell
let
yeah,
that
the
shit
shoe
fit
fit.
then.
Watch your mouth. You know what I'm talking
Wow,
about?
what I say? What I say?
I didn't. I wasn't talking about you. I was saying, hell yeah, the shoe fits. But
Okay.
this is what I'm saying. Y'all want this? Oh, they didn't specifically only talk about you. You feel me? But y'all get offended when on posts, and not necessarily you. People get. You feel me? There was it was a woman who went viral because she didn't want to be referred to as the Africans. You know what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
Like it's like so people do this Cinderella syndrome all the time. People pick and
Bro,
choose when
I
they
ain't
want to
gonna
be
lie.
offended.
The TL is full of fucking stupid arguments and shit like that.
You
People
know, it's
arguing
full of
about
the
nothing.
no. The seal is
So,
full of tribalism, and because you live in France, you
mhm.
don't see it.
I
You're not
see it.
living amongst it.
It
I
is
mean,
it's
you
stupid. I
see it
be
on the
laughing at it.
timeline. No, it's not. It's not stupid. It's stupid if you just look. If it's from the outside looking in, but to actually like see what's going on, then you will understand. So my
Mm.
point is, you feel me? She might as well have said Black Americans. She said, "Why does Americans, you feel me, eat on paper plates?" And then we look at her bio. She got Dominica and the Jamaican flag in her bio, and then think nobody wasn't gonna say nothing. Then
Okay,
you go to
so
her page.
okay,
Hold
so let
on,
me
I'm not
ask you a
done.
question.
I'm not done. Ask
Okay,
the
go
question as
ahead,
soon as
go
I get
ahead,
done. You feel me?
go
And you go to
ahead.
her page and it's nigga, 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 nigga. So you a Jamaican and a Dominicano, you feel me? But you inward asking us why we eat on paper plates. And then think
Bro, are you
that's not
people
gonna be a
not the same
problem.
people though?
You feel
Are you
me?
not the
Or
same people? Are they
who's not
not
the same
Indians as
people?
well
Who?
in the Caribbean?
Once upon a time, you feel me? They're not the same
Arawaks and
people.
Tainos like that. They're not
Man,
related to you?
you talking about once upon a time, and those are not the only indigenous tribes. Arawak and Taino are the only tribes niggas know about in North America, bro. Those are not the only indigenous
No,
tribes
no,
that's
I'm not saying that the only tribes. I'm
I'm
saying
not
are they
saying
not
that you said
related to
that.
you?
I'm not. No, I'm not Arawak or Taino. No, you feel me? I'm
Okay.
Cherokee. I'm Choctaw. You feel me? I'm Mohawk. You feel me? Muskogee. Those are the
Mm.
amalgamation of the tribes that I know I'm from.
All
And
right.
some of those, you feel me, are confederacies. So that's not even the actual tribe. You feel me? A
Mm.
lot of those got amalgamated in, got swallowed up by the bigger tribe. So you got to individually
Do
find
you
the tribe where
do
my
you have a
family was
plan
at.
on do you have a plan on reviving those languages?
Absolutely, you feel me? Going to be picking up, you feel me? Cherokee starting in
I
January,
know to speak a little bit shatter, you know?
and you speak a little Shata.
Yeah.
How fluent? How fluent you is?
I know two or three words.
You see what I'm saying? Who you know? Who you know speaking Shata?
Nobody.
That's what I'm saying. So what you learning it for? Talking about some nobody.
Bro, I just be learning shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But yeah, bro. So then that's why I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna just say this, bro. Americans, I don't want to say super sensitivity, but super alertness. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
people will think that they talking about quote unquote white America. If you just mention the name of this nation, niggas gonna get on your ass. You might as well just assume that they're talking about it because you are. Well, they didn't say black. You don't have to. You feel me? The same way we talk about people's nations and they get offended. It's the same thing about us. You have
Bro,
a nation.
I ain't gonna lie to you. In that video, for all you know, that might have been Caribbean people living in America.
Probably.
So why you stressing, bro?
You feel me? Because they always got our name in their mouth. You feel me? How dare somebody who is ethnically confused, who's at least two different ethnic groups, you feel me? You got it in her bio, you feel me? Using words like nigga, you feel me? Talking about
Bro,
America,
you
where the
yourself
nigga
said
came
that you're
from.
multiple tribes. What's
You
like
feel me? Yeah, but they're
what does
from
that point
America
even mean?
because they're American. You feel me?
Okay, I feel
See
you.
how
It's just it's
how
just
both of
it's
her
just
both of
funny.
her
I ain't gonna
flags are
lie
from
to you. It's just funny. Sometimes I feel like you just be
how you
funny.
get exactly what we're saying. How both of your ethnic groups are from. How both of your ethnic groups are from Africa. You understand that, right?
Bro, do you know a Jamaican gave a book to Kiki, and Kiki gave that book to me, and that book says that South Americans came to Africa to colonize Africans, and then some of them stayed over in Africa, and then that's why there's like a lot of similarities and shit, bro.
Yeah, a lot of
So he
South
was
America.
basically he was basically saying that my language, because my tribe's language has the same language as some people in Jamaica and some people in Suriname. And I was trying to ask him, so okay, if slavery didn't happen, if our people are not connected, how did that happen? And he was telling me that nah, South Americans actually went to Africa, not the other way around and shit. And then I was just like, okay, if that's the narrative now, then cool. But it's just funny because everybody says different things. If I'm being real with you, like everybody has their own version, and that shit is kind of funny to me. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, so I will say a lot of the languages and influence were y'all were a lot were influenced by South Americans. You feel me?
Mm,
Um, you feel me? So when people talk about like the Gullah Geechee and blah blah blah, a lot of that you feel me is
mm-hmm.
what that shit called? What do people speak in Brazil? Are Portuguese? You feel me? A lot of, that's what I'm saying. Like the way this shit
Portuguese?
is, yeah, they do. You feel me?
No, I'm asking you if Portuguese is an Indian language. Like, what are you saying?
Nah. What I'm saying is that you feel me. The people who speak, you feel me, the language in Brazil.
Yeah.
How am I trying to word this? I'm glad it's break time. Hold on, bro. Chilla, man. I can't wait till 7 o'clock. I got 2 more hours. Um, you said the back and forth. All I'm saying is, bro, no one's denying that a slave trade happened. What we're saying is it wasn't just one slave trade. You know what I'm saying? It was multiple slave trades. I'm not gonna lie. And a lot of people came from America to those places. You feel me? People try to make it seem like we came from over there over here, and it's like now we are a lot older. You feel
Okay.
me? And if that's the case, then why aren't these civilizations still popping? And people, oh the white man, but then y'all come
My
to the white man's.
my tribe
So
still has a king.
you know what?
My tribe still has a king.
Wait, did you just say your tribe?
Like the kingdom. Yeah, my kingdom is still
Wait.
active.
Hold up. You're like the first African that actually like said something about a tribe instead of like a continent. I just gotta get used to it.
Bro, my tribe is in multiple countries on the continent, so why would I
Oh,
talk about a
hell
country?
no.
You feel me?
I'm just not used
There's
to
some
people
people of my
actually repping their
tribe.
ethnic groups. It's just that's not Black
Bro,
American
to be
English.
honest, I could do that, but it's not really necessary because I'm mixed anyways. Like my tribe is on my mother's line, but my father is another tribe. You feel me?
So why not rep both? Why
What
not
you
rep
say?
both?
I do rep both, but like I'm that tribe. Like if somebody asks me what's my tribe, I'm gonna say my mom's tribe, not my dad's tribe.
Uh, all right, that makes sense. Kind of.
Yeah, that's how it work. Shit, I don't even know what y'all be disagreeing with me about, to be honest.
Shit, if you got any questions, you might as well ask them. For everybody sleep, you feel me? They just listening.
Okay, I have one question about that book. So in the book, it says that um, the names of my tribe are South American names, and the language as well is South American. So like from those tribes and shit. So is it considered cultural appropriation for me to practice my ancestral culture since it was quote unquote taught to me? I don't know if you understand the question.
What are you saying?
Okay, let me give you an example. My One of my names, I have a middle name. The middle name is Taki. Taki is also a name that's common in Jamaica, right? Jamaica, Suriname. And the book basically says that that name was brought to Africa from the Americas through Americans going to Africa. So I'm saying, me carrying that name today, is that considered cultural appropriation?
I would say art. I want to hear Art's thought on this, but I would say more. As long as you are trying to figure out, you feel me, the deeper you go about who you are and your ancestors, and not adopting, you feel me,
I
Eurocentric
mean,
ideologies, I would have an issue
oh,
with you feel
my
me,
whole
practicing
tribe,
whatever you
my whole
practice.
tribe are like 40 million, to be honest with you, and we all have those names. So that would mean that there's like a full 40 million, you know, people, ethnic group that came from America to Africa.
Wait.
And
Hold on.
I don't feel,
What just happened? Wait, this is the first African that
shit, you
admits they
weren't
came from
listening?
America? Bro, this is some
No,
next
I'm
shit.
not, I'm not,
Wait,
I'm not
is this the
admitting
Twilight
anything.
Zone? Y'all
Bro,
trolling me.
I didn't admit anything. I'm saying hypothetically, let's say that everything that's in that book is true. What would be the takeaway from it? If me having the name that I have and me speaking the language that I have, my tribal language and all of that, if the root of that is in America, shouldn't y'all even be embracing my culture and shit?
Um,
If that's of Black Indian origin, shouldn't you be
no,
embracing it?
because you still would have multiple ethnic groups. Like which tribe?
No, but I'm talking about my
Yeah,
ethnic
I know,
group
but
though.
where's your ethnic group root to? Like what tribe in America?
I can't. And I don't
Okay, so
know, like
let's
the
just
book doesn't
hypothetically say
specify.
it comes from the Alabama tribe, right? Like, okay, so the Akans come from the Alabama tribe. I guess you can learn both, but you still Akan at the end of the day.
You see, but that's the thing though. The book says these things without evidence on the most part, because it lists a bunch of names. I could send you the screenshot, to be honest, of the page where it says that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, post
But
that, but
out of 40 names,
yeah, but see,
he
this
was
is
he
what I'm
was
saying. Like, let's do it in a normal way. It's supposed to be. A lot of people are
yeah.
told, like Black Americans are told that they're from Africa, and we're supposed to be one of 3,000 tribes. So that
Bro,
makes even less
here's
sense,
here's
right?
here's the thing. Here's the thing I'm trying to make you understand. I don't care about Africa or America right now. I'm basing everything based on cultures, tribes, and the connection that these cultures have. You understand what I'm saying? So right now I'm just making observations. The language that my tribe speak is very, very similar, probably 80% similar to Jamaican patois, especially in the villages in Jamaica. Very
Okay,
similar.
and
They speak the same language in Suriname.
Ye-
It's called
Yeah,
chromantic.
but what I'm saying is
And there's a whole lot of these enclaves and shit. And what I'm saying is, I don't care whether it's Africans that were brought to the Americas or whether it's Americans that were brought to Africa. There's a connection. So why deny that connection and
because
then
well,
say, huh?
let me say this.
Yeah,
If you go to look up, like I brought up Uto-Aztecian, right? Do you know that
yeah,
Uto-Aztecian languages are very close to Egyptian languages? You also know that in Uto,
yeah. You told me that.
exactly,
You
but
told
you
me that
also know
last
that
time. But
Uto-Aztecian languages are close to Asian languages as well. So shouldn't we embrace all of that
well,
if you're a Uto-Aztecian branch, right? Like,
here's the thing. My tribe claims to have been from the Ghana Empire and the Mali Empire before that, and then before that, Sudan, and then before that, Egypt. So even in the book that I'm talking to you about, it kind of traces that migratory, route. And it's just funny because whichever way you want to twist it, there's like a connection between my tribe, like between my tribe and some tribes in America. Let me not say all Black Indians. So right now I'm just trying to understand what do you think about that connection, those cultural
this is what I
similarities and
think,
shit.
that America's always been sort of this pan-racial, multi-ethnic group, and equally so,
Mm.
where you say your language could be 80% in, like, say, Central America. A lot of the Asians could say that they root to,
Even
say,
the
I don't know,
food, bro.
California,
Even the
right?
food.
Like, and have
Uh-huh.
similar languages to native Californian languages. So it's just like, okay, well, we were talking about a pan-racial, multi-ethnic group to begin with, and the only reason why you tied this multi-ethnic group together is because the colonizer came over here and called them all Indian, not because they didn't already originally come from all over the world and you see
Nah,
what I'm saying, and
nah,
start swirling.
nah. Look, I mentioned specific tribes, specific people, specific
Yes.
locations. I told you the
So regardless
Caribbean,
of who traveled
Jamaica,
where,
the
people
Maroons.
traveled
Uh-huh.
and they use similar languages. And one of those places
Okay.
either was from Africa to America or America to Africa, but that explains why they speak the same languages. But that doesn't say that you're the
Okay. So what
same.
do we do? Okay. So what do we do with that?
But that's what I'm saying. So what do you do when a Mongolian's language matches 80% to a California Indian?
And come back together, revive your shit, and then rule the
I
world or
mean,
some
but
shit.
at the end of the day, it's like American American. So, like, what I'm saying is, you have a Central American that matches an African language, but you have a Northern American that matches a Mongolian language. You
Okay.
start to see
Okay.
where I'm going
Okay.
with this?
I get you. Okay. I get you. So let me ask you this: if let's assume you're South American and you're a Black Indian, and your tribe has ties to my tribe that's in Africa, are you gonna feel closer to me, or you're going to feel closer to that Mongoloid Native American in North America?
It depends on what your family is, because I think that the thing is with people is, like, first of all, a lot of African places speak French, right? So, are they now
Yeah.
French? Do they feel closer to French because they? You see what I'm saying?
Nah,
So,
nah.
like, what does that even mean?
They do. Look, it's funny because yeah, the French countries, the French speaking countries in Africa work closer uh, with France than with English speaking countries. Their currency even and everything. So yeah, they do work
Yeah,
together
yeah, but
more.
what I'm saying is, you're not gonna work together possibly, but you're not gonna be like, okay, well, I speak French, so therefore I have closer ties with the French people than I do with the Guanean people. That's just never gonna come to class. You know what I mean? Equally so, if you have a bunch of Native Americans who probably were swirling, right? Because you probably had some of the darker
Mm.
skinned Native Americans mixed with some of the Mongolian Native Americans, and then now you got the offsprings, all kinds of mix, right? And what does it all mean? Like, you know what I mean?
I feel you, but I feel like you still didn't really. I don't know. I don't know if you really answered what
I
I was
mean, because
asking
if
though.
you're trying
Would
to
you
tie
feel
it
closer?
together,
Would you
because it
feel
seems like to
closer
me
to
that you're
me?
trying to tie it together via language, and I just showed.
Not language
Yeah,
only. Okay, let me list them. Languages, folk tales, foods, names of people, like given names, like these things, like cultural practices, religious beliefs, with the same names and everything. Like you don't think that's a lot?
yeah, but it's like sort of like this debate I had with this one religious freak, where it's like, because he kept going off into every time we tried to talk about his religion, he would like compare it to another religion, right? And I kept saying you can
Mm.
find differences and similarities anywhere you want. So and it applies to the languages, and it also applies to religions. So it's like, yeah, I could find similarities or I could find differences in almost every religion and every language. Like, you know
Okay,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
So it depends on what you're
I
looking
get
for
you, but
ultimately.
because to be real with you, there's more similarities between maybe somebody from my tribe and somebody from Jamaica, one of these maroon villages, or in Suriname, than somebody from my tribe and somebody from, I don't know, South Africa, even though it's the same continent. So, like, do you get what I'm
Yeah,
talking
but
about?
that wouldn't be shocking to me, because that would be like migration. You could equally say that the Native American, like the red
Exactly.
Native American, if you will, is closer to Siberia than maybe some of their darker skinned Indians. You know what I'm saying? That's in the same continent, in the same country. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, yeah. But is that your point of view though? Like you feel closer to people based on the landmass that you're on rather than your culture?
Well, unfortunately for Black Americans, that I think they have their own unique culture that's relatively newer than most cultures, but it does embrace a lot of their roots. Um, so I feel close to the other Black Americans because they share that cultural identity. But like, I don't think any of us, at least none that I've heard, that would say they're close to Africa or Europe or anything they might even be mixed with, right? You know what I mean? Some of them don't even want to claim their native side, like, you know what I mean? Like, so
Would you say you feel closer to maybe a black Belizean person?
I would say the closest would probably be other Americans, and when I say that, I don't mean like United States. I mean like South Americans that are like, you know what I mean,
Belize is North America or Central America?
and South America.
No, no, I'm asking about Belize. Or how is that country pronounced? I don't know. Belize, yeah, Belize.
Oh, Belize. I don't know where that is, to be honest with you, but
I think it's North or
but
Central
my point
America.
is the Americas in general, because the
Hmm.
bigger slave trade.
Belize is by Mexico. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Belize might be the 52nd state we have. That is a
Mm,
territory of ours.
Oh, then that makes
mm,
sense. But
mm.
They right in between there. I'm not gonna lie,
Bro,
and
I'm not gonna
it'll
lie to
that's a
you. There's
hold on,
there's
Dan. Hold
people
on,
in
Dan.
Belize. Okay, go
Hold
ahead.
on. Yeah, it's a lot of Indians there too. And they're English speaking country too. Art.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's very interesting. Also, too, just knowing you feel me how what the fuck we did the Venezuela and everything. It'd be kind of nice to have something that are intercept any bullshit. So yeah, Belize is a yeah great addition.
Interesting.
but
Interesting.
to further push that
Cause my
situation
tribe.
is
Yeah, yeah,
that
go ahead.
if what I think is, if you go down like even to South America, all the Americas period, I feel like the Western Hemisphere has more in common with each other than any place on the Eastern Hemisphere, no matter who they are. Like, it is what it
Do you
is.
know? Do you know my country? Do you know my country is in the Western Hemisphere though? The Western
What country are you talking
Hemisphere
about?
is everything. Is
Okay,
Ghana.
wait, no, no,
The
no, no,
Western
no. But
Hemisphere.
you're taking that east. I know what you're saying, but you're still on the east. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Your whole
bro.
continent's on the
He
East
said
Coast.
Western Hemisphere. Ghana is in the
No,
Western
he
Hemisphere,
trying
bro.
to denounce
That's all
Africa
there is to
now.
it.
He
No,
straight up tried to
Bro,
denounce
I'm
yeah,
being
Africa to join the
technical.
Western Hemisphere.
I'm being
Ga-
technical. I don't know what you talking
Ghana's
about.
the East.
Nah, bro. Do
Like
you want
y'all
me
are
to
playing.
prove that shit to you?
No, bro. Like y'all want to
The
be,
Greenwich Meridian goes through the country. Like
y'all
that's
want to
half the
be
country.
like us so bad. It's okay, little bro. We
Yo,
love
I
you
know
yo,
though,
that
but
then
y'all
you
Brody,
gotta.
I'm
respect me.
telling you,
Some
Y'all still
I
our
respect.
little
can't,
bros.
I can't put my finger on it, but
Nah,
I
you
know
can
we
little bro
birthed
me
the
for real, for real.
Africans and they birthed the Europeans. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have a dissertation on this soon enough.
In that order. Wait, by the way, that book says that yeah, the out of Africa theory is true. So
Wait, what book
yeah,
is this?
I don't think.
So the book told you a theory was true. Then it wouldn't be called
Yeah,
a theory.
that's what the
Wait,
book
what
says.
book are we talking about?
It's called Civilizations and Ancient Egypt or some shit. I'll send it
Because
to you.
that book sounds wrong.
It sounds wrong.
Bro, they gotta prove out of Africa. Like, what is up with people not wanting to prove their theories, man? Like, and it's not just.
Bro,
I'm not
I
even
don't even
ragging
believe
on.
in it.
Dan,
I
I want
don't
to be
think
very
it's like
clear. I'm not
a
even
big
ragging on
deal.
just out of Africa theory because it's just other like out of Asia theory. Like, I had to run somebody down on out of Asia the other day. I'm like, bro, like social contract theory in America. Like, nobody wants to prove their actual theories. They just want to say, well, here's a theory. It just must be right. Let's just roll with it. No conflicting theories, no anti theories, no antithesis to it, nothing. They just roll with it and just like it's true.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't have any opinion on that. I don't think anybody can actually, come up with any substantial evidence for either side. So I don't even. I feel like it's a wild goose chase. God damn.
Yeah, I've been noticing that. You're like the first
Yeah. So
African that
there's no
admitted
point.
that. And like, I even had an African that gave up on out of Africa theory and then pursued out of Asia theory on me. I'm like, what just happened?
But okay, what does it change? What does it change for real? For real?
I don't. I
Identity.
honestly think about that sometimes. Like, even if they manage to prove their little out of Africa theory, which is so far fetched, is never
Like
probably going to
what
happen.
would it
But
change?
I do question what if
Yeah,
they do. What is the end game?
It changes your
exactly.
subconscious identity.
Mm. In what sense though?
It's so funny, like how our crew does it every night. You know what I'm saying? When we do these overnight spaces, 5-ish, Ja gonna come in, Lo gonna wake up. She gonna actually some. Good morning, y'all. How y'all
Good
doing?
morning. Hello. Hey, everybody.
Good
Uh,
morning, niggers.
Hey, baby.
I have a
Hey.
question of Dan. Okay, so how come French Africans are
Mhm.
more mild mannered and like cooler than UK Africans? Like,
We
what's?
can't hear Jen.
Uh,
Nah, I
Was
don't
she
think it
not
has
talking to
anything
I
us?
to
am
do about
talking.
French Africans. I think it's just me. I'm just
No, I promise. Like, okay, they even have like social. Okay, so like French YouTubers, right? Like little French African YouTubers. Like, I don't know, like French
Mhm.
content. I don't know. Like, they just seem
I'm
like
sorry, what'd you say, Dan?
they're just more I don't know, bruh. The culture just seems a little better than like UK Africans. I don't know, like the vibes are a little different.
Is somebody else talking?
Yeah, let me drop down. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Yeah.
John.
I'm gonna
Um,
drop down and come back up.
I think the UK is just a little bit more wild. Like the population is a bit more than France, but France is. I ain't gonna lie, France is kind of a mess. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna, bro. Them UK people are kind of aggressive. Cause okay, there was that video of this this dude going around like France versus the UK, and he was like fist bumping people. I don't know if you had seen it. You know, it was another black guy in France or whatever. And I
Mm.
don't know, bro. The black people in France versus the black folk in the UK, there was a huge difference. I'm not gonna lie, a huge difference.
I don't know. The black people in France are kind of, I don't know, whitewashed and weird. So
And the
You got
in the UK, not.
they pimp
you
their
got to meet my
hair
boy,
and shit
Mr.
like
Phillips.
the boys. What you say?
My boy, Mr. Phillips on his app. You feel me? You need to meet him. He a Haitian.
Mm.
But the people from the UK aren't whitewashed to you. They don't seem like that.
I would say a bit less. It's like in France, basically you can't have foreign communities. Like you can't really have a community like let's say a Jamaican neighborhood or an Indian community and stuff like that. It's kind of frowned upon in France, and I think in the UK it's more accepted to for immigrants to live in their communities and shit. So they're a bit more. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know how to put it, but yeah. And
Also,
in France, yeah.
France is a little more exclusive. They don't fuck with all of the people of the world.
Nah. That's actually not true. France. This is something a lot of people don't know, but France has territory in South America. So, like, technically, you can go to France by going to South America. There's French islands that are, in the Caribbean. So you can go to France through there. There's a French island in Africa. There's a whole bunch of, French territories scattered around the world and shit. So being French doesn't really necessarily mean that you're white, or that you are an immigrant even. So yeah.
And okay, and you said you were Ghanaian.
Yeah, from Ghana.
Have you ever been to America?
No, but I do have some family in America. Maybe I'll come for vacations or some shit like that. Maybe New Jersey or I don't know, Chicago.
Why the hell is it always? It's always New York, New Jersey, or Chicago. Y'all just act like the rest of the damn
I
US
mean
don't
that's the big cities, so I think that makes sense.
Oh, so you don't like Houston, you don't like New Orleans, you don't like Atlanta.
I mean, I know some people in Houston, but shit, I can go to all the states, so yeah, way too many states. Hawaii must be nice though. Yeah, I gotta put down the list.
Them little people say we can't come over there.
Why?
The Hawaiians say stop coming over there because we're tearing that
Oh
shit up.
yeah. I heard about that. Wow,
Now I just want to
fuck it.
know how Hawaiians. I get it, they're an indigenous people too, but like, okay, y'all are still technically a state. How can y'all tell people to stop coming to a United State and people can still come to our shit freely? I don't know.
Because
People tear
the economy is probably different than like mainland United States. So
it really is. They get most of their shit off tourism. I'm not gonna lie there.
yeah,
And I personally don't think they should be part of us, but it is what it is.
I mean, I think if they were not, they would probably be a third world country. So I think it's best for them to be part of America.
Damn.
I mean, that's the
I
hard
couldn't
truth.
imagine Hawaii as a third world. That's crazy.
Mm,
But yeah, they still don't want us coming over there, even as Americans or whatever.
hmm
And okay, did y'all already speak on like the whole "who's our allies" thing, or like y'all
No,
got
no,
past that?
we just added that. I'm glad you
Anybody
brought
come
it
up?
back to that
Yeah, we
because we
just
was
added
trying
that.
to. Who the fuck is our allies?
For Black Americans specifically.
Yep, exactly.
Uh, uh. Okay, okay. On a personal
Barack
level, some.
Obama.
Oh God, yeah, he's the best, right? But on a personal level, some Caribbeans fuck with us, but I don't know if that make them allies. Just because Caribbeans fuck with us, I don't know if they are allies. Because we fuck with them. We fuck with the Caribbean, but I don't know if them niggas have established. I don't know if we've established anything with them to where something were to happen to us, they'll come protect us. Because I don't think that's the case.
All right, so I need you to hear me out. All right, I do think we do have one set of allies if we do it right: the AI and the robots.
All right, I'm not gonna play with you today, bro. You did the incubators the other day, and now you're telling us how AI is gonna be loyal to us.
Hey, we can program it to do so. Look, what other options we got?
I mean, didn't y'all say to? I don't know, man. Just even if we establish like some form of like union with like one separate nation, because this right here, man, AI, the fact that it can develop sentience and just turn on us, I don't like that because AI is programmed to continuously gain knowledge. That's the point of it. It's not, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, there are different forms of it, but like that shit can easily just one day be like, yeah. I don't want to follow this
So,
agenda.
so you mean it
You see
one
what I'm
day will
saying?
act like a white person?
It's
What about the
programmed
rest
by
of the
them.
99 days?
Programmed by white people. They literally are programming the damn AI. So that's why I don't believe in AI cops. How do we know it's not just gonna go rogue, bro, or like be programmed for niggas? I'm not playing with AI, bro.
I think that's our best bet. I'm not gonna lie. I've reviewed. I tried to review. I was thinking about the Chinese, and I was like maybe the Rush. Nah, it's like every time I was like another group, it got fucked up. I'm just saying.
But hold on,
All right,
it's
second
allies
chance.
against who though?
Um, Honestly, it's not necessarily even against who. It's just every nation needs allies. If and when, well, outside of trade, right? Just if and when like a conflict were to occur, if there's a way to fight the battle without necessarily having to fight it on your soil, you'll want to. So sometimes people use allies for proxies. I'm not gonna lie. It's
Well,
fuck.
doesn't if you guys are talking about nations, doesn't that include white people then automatically?
Wait, how? How did you just do that? What did you just do?
You're in the same
But
country
that
with
doesn't mean
them.
we're allies. What the fuck? You all
They're
need you to chill out with
14th
that.
Amendment citizens. They're not American.
Mm, mm,
You know, white people were here when we were slaves too, right? God damn.
mhm.
Yeah. Honestly,
I don't know.
I feel like okay. So, oh, Lo, you can go ahead. Oh, oh, you just you just came in with the thumbs down. Okay. So I was just gonna say, uh, yeah, even though we share the same like landmass with those immigrant white folk that you're talking about, I don't know. We're still technically we could still form our own nation, right? We could be a nation. Well, we are a nation within a nation, but it's not like established as a state. We don't have that established, but I mean, we could have such things like landlocked states and stuff. I'm not gonna hold you like
Yeah,
you
that would.
familiar with like Lesotho and Swaziland, right?
I feel like that's dangerous. Like you guys should get probably a coastline at the very least if you were to do that.
You said
But yeah, a coastline like coastal states, um, like Florida or something.
oh well, Dan, I'm glad you said that because that's where most niggas live. We all live on the
I
coast.
know, I know, I know. But yeah, I think there's been projects like that in the past. Like I think was it in the '60s or in the '70s? New America or something. I forgot about it. But yeah, I mean, no, I thought you guys were talking about in the context of an American war, like Americans versus another country, who would be your allies?
I
Because
no, bro.
I would
Black
jump you guys
Americans.
with Black Americans automatically.
Israel is
Oh
our
hell,
ally.
who said that?
Oh
Stop
shit.
joking. Don't even play like that. We don't even know them niggas. They from Germany.
They're the number one. They're the number one priority.
Yeah. Shit, I ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh my goodness! Wait a minute. Isn't the whole Israel Palestine thing okay? So Dan, you live in France?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Paris.
Okay. So aren't y'all having like a huge Palestinian refuge, or is it the Syrian refugees? Y'all have which refugee demographic is coming up over there?
To be honest, multiple countries. There's a lot of Syrians over here. I don't know many Palestinians coming over here, but I know there's a lot in the UK. And yeah, that's all. I think some Congolese people too.
Okay, is it like hyperbolized? Because I'm not gonna lie, like the French outlets and stuff like that, they're kind of well, like you said earlier, they are very anti-immigrant. But I'm not gonna lie, they're saying that like the refugees are like fucking up uh, their nation. They are saying that this.
France is just a phony country. Because here's the thing: France has, out of all the European countries, probably has like the closest ties to Africa. Like during Second World War, they moved the capital of France to Africa at a point. It was in Senegal. Like the capital of Free France was in Africa when Germany invaded France. So Africans helped France a lot. And a lot of, you know, melanated people in France are have always been French, like since the 1700s and stuff, especially the people from the islands and stuff. So I don't know. I think they're just scared to lose their demographic because white people don't give birth and black people be fucking. So
Oh my god! What a way to what a way to put it.
yeah, I mean it's as simple as that, to be honest.
Okay, so far the poll, most people say none, even though that's not our option on there. That is the winner clearly, but the runner up to that would be the white Americans, even and then then Africans. I don't know why they would pick
Yeah,
Africans
I
over
ain't
the
gonna lie.
Chinese though.
I'm the one who voted that one. So ignore it.
Low, go ahead.
Yeah, so I wanted to backtrack the conversation to AI for a moment. Um, we use AI all the time. We've been using AI for some shit. So, um,
Yeah, for
huh?
mm. I said for some shit, but I don't know. I just don't trust it, low.
Okay. I do want to say this though. We be in these spaces and we be talking about. Oh, my bad. I had to stretch. Yeah, we be
You
in
are
these
so fucking
spaces and we be
extra.
talking about the financial condition of Black people and wealth gaps, and we need to give people jobs and we need to do all this stuff. And the future of our economy is in AI. And if Black people as a collective don't start making investments in AI projects and blockchains, we're going to be in a worse condition than we are right now 30 years from now. And when we talk about these things we need to do for our community, this is not a conversation that is had. And I always don't bring it up because I already know the pushback that I'm going to get. But the reality of things is you think we're second class citizens now. Yeah. Wait till 30 to 50 years from now, especially when we have children and grandchildren. If we don't start making the proper investments now, we're going to be a part of the have-nots. So you can
Hmm.
So
uh,
what you're saying is our real allies is the AI and the robots. That's what it sounds like you're saying.
in this moment for this conversation, I am saying that.
Is the AI gonna save you from a nuke or something? I
Hey,
don't like how
hey,
we just
it might be
Well,
able
riding
to
you have
AI
to
hack it.
like
You
believe
don't
we
even
nuclear
know.
riding
weapons.
AI. I don't like
You
it.
have to believe nuclear weapons exist in order to consider whether or not an AI would save you from a nuke.
Lo, I can't stand you. Like, do they not exist anymore? When did nukes
Hey,
stop
somebody's got to press a
existing?
button, and that button has to do things. Okay, so I don't know what it's gonna do, but I know that the AI could intervene and do some weird shit to it.
Nah, but if you really think about it, viruses are more, dangerous than nukes in that case, because viruses can probably take over AIs and shit. So,
Thank you. What I just hacked into y'all whole AI cloud or whatever and just programmed them to start killing all of y'all.
I
Then
mean,
what?
isn't
Now
that what
what? Now
the
everybody.
what our government does with soldiers? I mean, it's kind of the same thing.
Soldiers don't just go rogue on an
What?
average
What do
day.
you
They don't on an
what?
average day. On an average day, they don't just go rogue and start killing civilians
I
in the
mean,
U.S.
Obama
They
had a
kill
90%
Americans.
casualty rate. So who did that? Somebody had to do that. Like it wasn't him. So I'm just saying.
Wait, what was the 90% casualty?
Read the drone papers. Just look up the drone papers and read it. Your boy
Okay,
Obama.
okay. Talking about the U.S., we don't have. It's not typical for defectors and rogue agents to start killing Americans.
Uh,
Okay, it's not
okay,
typical.
remember Las Vegas? No, and I think that was that a no, that had to be an immigrant. It was one of those melanated folk, but I think it was an immigrant. I can't say it was a black person. No, I won't do it.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like there's still loose ends that could be tied. Yeah, it's the future, so it has nothing to do but develop. So I'm not all the way against it, but I don't see how people are saying it's like foolproof already, and like we've only had a sample of it within like the last decade.
Yeah, I think that because we are on the consumer side of it, we don't realize how much AI has been used, studied, and developed, even beyond the past 10 years. Um, there was something else you had said, Jai. Um,
What about like
oh yeah, you were saying like there's some loose ends that can be fixed. Yeah, at this point where we are, the only loose ends to be fixed is regulation.
And then okay, so we need niggas in on that because who's doing the regulating? Because that's like that was gonna be like my next question. Okay, so if black people get into it, we're gonna need our own like I guess black people developing AI, not just investing into it, right? Because like how are we gonna properly
No, you
program it?
you can. I
It
don't like to look at it
depends. It
as
depends.
programming as more as it is training, and that's not super hard to do. And if you want a starter pack, you can go to Freedom GPT. It's a free download, and there's no restriction. Like I asked my Freedom GPT how to take over the government, and just I'm not gonna tell you what it says, but it does tell me. You know what I'm saying?
Who, a- who asks how you do?
Yeah, but what I was gonna say is pretty much it's already understood that the future of our society is gonna be ran off of AI. And it's unfortunate, but we're already kind of late when it comes to um this AI race. I think that if we were to begin trying to develop AI for ourselves, I honestly think that we're kind of getting in too late. So the best thing that we can do, because there are already um, entities that exist as far as blockchains and AI projects that need investors, that are seeking people who who want to take ownership in it, and we should do it. It's gonna be us or somebody else, and I think we just need to learn how to step outside of the mind frame of the consumer for a moment and yeah, make those proper investments, and also to practice politics. I think with there, it's more than just investing in AI, but actually participating in politics on an economic level. Um, that
Wait, is that code
will,
for bi
I
politicians?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's the only way I would participate in politics is buying the politicians. I
Yeah, that's
mean,
the only way
really something
I'd
else.
participate. But yeah, I think that especially if people are talking about um y- putting black people's wealth together to impact our communities for the greater good, what better? I mean, I hate to compare us to other groups, but if we're talking about what other successful groups of people do, that's what they do. And us, unless we're going to change how we spend our money as consumers, nothing is going to change as far as legislation goes. And we can't make the masses change how they spend their money. So the best thing that we can do is for those who do have a leg up in our community and do have the means to do so, to practice politics on an economic level.
Okay, so do y'all think AI is just gonna be like more gradual with how it starts taking people's jobs, or is it gonna be one of those things like once they get it to where they want it, niggas is just getting cut? Like how y'all think it's gonna go? Like is it
Yo,
gonna be like gradually, like sector by
it's
sector? Like
over.
okay,
It depends on the
it's gonna
industry.
target the office jobs first. It's gonna be like, well, nigga, we can file paperwork, move. You know what I'm saying? Is it
It's
like
already
what's up?
over, John. That's what
Like
I'm
It, de-
trying to tell you.
yeah, it
This
is
shit's a
already
wrap.
over.
Did you even see that?
It depends on the
You didn't see
industry.
that AI that came up with its own a new antibiotic? So that's a
that's
wrap
what
for
I'm
chemists.
saying. That's what.
Them niggas is
What's
out.
the point of doctors? So what's the point of doctors? What's the point of judges? What's the point of any of this shit if everything is just gonna be AI? And y'all are telling me that no civil unrest is gonna occur either, right? While nobody has any form of occupation because the AI has it figured out. There's not gonna.
No, 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 no. So just because we're not working, that doesn't mean we won't be taken care of. We're moving to a socialist economy. Niggas finna be living off of government checks and we're all gonna have the same fucking car, eating the same fucking food,
Whoa,
and
whoa,
this is
whoa,
just
whoa,
everything's the
whoa,
same.
whoa,
Oh, are you
whoa. Hold
telling me
up.
we're gonna be in
I ain't down with
Wall-E?
no stated shit.
No.
I've
Hell
never
no.
seen
Hell
Wall-E,
no.
That
but
makes sense.
um give or take in the next 50 to 70 years, that's where we're going. And yeah, your frontline customer service workers, they're out the door. Your medical practitioners are out
Hell,
the
rappers
door.
are out the door. AI Drake sounds way better than
Yeah,
new Drake. I
rappers
was
AI.
are
bumping that
out the
AI
door.
Drake album. I'm like,
Like
yo, Drake album
actors and
sucks.
actresses don't even have to act anymore. You don't even need a director to direct the movie because nothing is being filmed. Um, it's already happening. Even unskilled laborers are being replaced if we're talking about in the fast food
Waffle House.
industry. Um, yeah, Waffle House. They're asking Waffle House to get rid of them. Um, the vitamin shop distribution centers. The vitamin shop was first the first like what would they be considered, a retailer to do this on the distribution side. um they're getting rid of their warehouse workers. There's unskilled laborers in the warehouse because they find they save money and there's less liability by purchasing machines and robots and things to do things like pick orders and stow them and load the trucks and unload the trucks and things like that. Yeah, it's happening.
Damn, because okay, and Lo, you haven't seen Wally, but like basically the plot is like this post-apocalyptic, super futuristic world where like Wally, he was like the last of one of his like old, like he was a traditional robot, right? But there's this whole world, right? There's this new civilization because humans had to leave the earth because they destroyed that bitch. So it's basically a bunch of these fat ass humans that can't even walk, all riding around on they're all riding around on scooters that are on this like little trail, And like they don't even get up. They just they're all like in this little facility, and the food comes to them, or they just ride past it. They have beds that they ride around on. Like, it's bad, low.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be us.
They don't even walk, low. Everything they do, they're just sitting down, zooming past whatever they need. If they go to the store, they sitting down and just ride into it. Like,
Do
I'm
we
not.
not already do that? Think about it. Do we not already do that? You know, they've actually had to come up with a disease for the symptoms associated with sitting down for a long time. Sitting disease. A lot of people have it and would be very surprised. We sit down so much that for our medical professionals have now accepted that sitting is killing us. And but it's so normalized that they've put a disease behind it, sitting disease. Y'all should look into it.
Damn.
We're sitting all day in school from like as children. We're sitting all day in school. Unless you go and, get a trade or you're a skilled labor or whatnot. A lot of, I wouldn't say most people, but a lot of people work sedentary jobs. Even drivers, that's sedentary. Like you're not physically at a desk, but you're sitting down. We sit down a lot.
I have a standing desk. I recommend you guys get one. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I ended up getting a standing desk because I was diagnosed with fucking sitting disease. So I got a standing
Oh my
desk.
god. Let me post this damn
Hey,
picture in
Lo, you know
Wally.
how we can fix that? When the AI replaces your job.
Oh my god. It's such a dark reality. I don't like that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. We better buy land or something.
Yeah, but let me guess, AI is gonna find a way to colonize my land.
Oh, you haven't seen those
Like,
tractors? They even take out the weeds. Joe, I'm not even playing. I can post this shit. This shit is amazing, actually.
and y'all looking at Jumbotron. That's the motherfuckers off Wally. Look at that mess.
We're going to become the AI.
I wouldn't even be
That's
mad at
the
that
thing.
because I feel like AI is slightly smarter than humans at the current projection.
So instead of us becoming them little fat people rolling around, we're gonna be the AI instead.
You want to be transhuman?
Yeah, that's
Trans-
exactly that's the culprit of all this trans stuff. And the objective is transhumanism.
So why are we going along with it?
I mean, it's not what I'm going along with. It's the reality of things. I don't like it, but I can't sit here and
It's
lie
like
to
trying to
myself.
stop the internet. Who could have planned that?
My God. But okay, so y'all are basically saying like we're gonna all have our consciousness transferred to AI cloud, and we just gonna
Yes.
No, we gotta
so
have limits.
are
We
we
gotta
gonna
have limits.
telepathically damn near gonna look
But
at each
I think that actually Twitter Spaces is a tool that is being used to program our individual specific AI.
it would make sense, all of the personality that they experience on here in just a damn day. It would make a lot of sense, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, if the AI could clone me, I would be cool with that. I would have somebody I could talk to on a routine basis.
You'll probably kill yourself.
They're just making us closer and closer into the real simulation that people talk about, bro. We literally just gonna be out. The clone
But
version of
how do you know we're
is
not
gonna
already in one?
I don't know, like how many times have I
How
been
do you know you
I mean,
actually
let's
exist?
let's let's be real. I think it's like the third
I don't
Jamie Foxx
know.
because the last three Jamie Foxxes have not looked alike. I'm just saying.
Well, shit, my release ain't dropped yet. Okay, I ain't dropped yet. My clone ain't dropped, so that's how I know. But I don't know, bro. It just seems like so y'all telling me they're just gonna make like the same US, but this time it's just gonna be our clones, being walking around, behaving, being submissive fully, and we're just
No,
being as the clone. Like how is
no,
this shit
no.
going
I think
really?
I'm gonna be honest. I think they started in
Well,
Canada already because I'm telling you, I can't tell if it's a clone or AI Drake is real. But y'all need to listen to AI Drake versus actual Drake. I can't tell which one's the real one,
oh
and
my
I
gosh.
swear AI
Okay,
Drake sounds better.
Well, all right.
It's
Let me
hard.
say this real quick. So, damn it, I ain't gonna do this because I forgot what Jai asked, and I was gonna answer it. I remember. Um, no. Shit. Ask your question again. It's like I know the question, but it's not
Yeah,
there.
I was asking like, how is this AI thing gonna work? Okay, if our consciousness transferred to a cloud, but our clone
Okay,
is
all right, I
like,
got you. I got you. I remember. I remember. All right. So no, you got to think more metaphysical. When we're talking about a simulation, right? Just imagine a parallel universe created, but that universe is created using computers instead of natural elements or things that create universes. Energy. We were talking about this morning. Things that create a universe. So yeah, it's more metaphysical. As far as there is, it's gonna sound crazy. I just encourage y'all to read up on it yourselves. There is a lot of talk and speculation with physicists and other like people who study these kind of phenomenons that the world did in fact in 2012 our consciousness was just removed to an alternate reality or a simulated reality, which is how we get phenomenons like the Mandela effect. Um, I'm not saying I 100% believe that, but based on the information that I was given about it, it makes perfect sense. And there is no way to ever know if you actually live in a physical reality or you actually live in a simulated reality. Like GTA characters, them niggas walking around, they don't know that they're not real people.
Yo, I just thought about this. GTA is about to get so much better. AI is, oh my God, I just thought about that. Yo, when GTA 6, 7 come out, I'm on it.
oh my god. Honestly, I don't. I feel like, yeah, we are gonna become the damn game. Now that you say it like that, and GTA 7, because it's not gonna be GTA 6, but GTA 7, bro, we probably literally are gonna be able like to step into like a VR type, so, like step into it and start like actually killing people and respawning. That's gonna be wild because it's gonna fuck with people's heads.
Have you never seen Striking Vipers?
I think I feel like I did. Like that episode sounds familiar. I feel like I did. Is that not the same
That is
episode?
just fucked up.
Isn't that the same episode? Like where dude was programmed to the other dude. Like they would get into the video game and like one
Yeah.
girl
Mm-hmm.
and the other dude was a. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're not going down that rabbit hole today.
Yo, that's that Black Mirror episode I skipped.
But yeah,
Oh,
why,
unskip it.
why
Unskip it,
skip it?
Art.
But yeah, and honestly, I think we are actually already there. Um, like think about it. The amount of time when people are on these video games, the amount of time that they spend. And I'm not saying this applies to everybody, but the how deeply your attention's like solely focused on that. You're so locked in. I ain't gonna lie. I had to go to the eye doctor. I learned that I forget to blink when I play the game. And it was causing me to have like dry eyes, like severely, like to the point when I would blink, it wouldn't produce any lubrication. It was weird. But yeah, like we're we like zoned in, like really zoned in. The only step from it is actually putting us in the four walls around. The only difference is we're not in the four walls of this game. Um, but damn, it was something else you said, Jai.
Oh, I did well, it was when you brought up Striking Vipers. I did speak on like stepping into it because how are they gonna be able to I guess mimic the stimulation, right? Because that's the only difference, right? Because we do have VR. You can step into a game, but like we don't have it to where you can physically you know what I'm saying? Like there was a physical effect on them niggas in that episode. You know what I'm saying?
There
But
is the
stimulation
same
is in
way.
the brain, though. Like, all stimulation is in the brain. It's like you feeling pain, you feeling pleasure, or somebody tickling you. That shit is like it's in the brain.
Yeah, it's the same way. Let me think of an example that's not making
Because I
someone
was gonna say,
gay.
I know VR, like we're seeing it, and I know like some games like in VR are like scary games, so like people can be like afraid, but like the stimulation that we are like talking about, like I know it's in our head or like our brain, but you know what I'm saying? Like get how are they gonna nail that? Because how do our bodies define pain, define something that's ticklish? You see what I'm saying?
It's stimulation. It's
Right.
stimulation. So the consciousness is this is confusing now. So consciously you're experiencing it, but not physically. But because the conscious is still the host of the body's still going to have those physiological responses. It's kind of like how you know how I'm really trying to use an example that does not make somebody gay. Um, mm,
Lois,
I can't. I have to. I'm
go ahead.
sorry. It's
Go
it's
ahead.
kind of like how I would say it's no different than how a person receives the same different stimulation, but the same mental satisfaction as they would if they had an orgasm while doing something else like playing a game. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's the more physiological part of it.
Mm. Mm. Okay, so my next question: can we sue people for getting on the game and getting physiological with it? Because who are you getting physiological with on Call of Duty?
No, you check a box. It's called terms and conditions that you accept before you play. I'm quite sure that
No, I'm
there's
not
a
talking
clause
about
there.
them. I'm talking about the person who's on the damn game. Who you getting physiological with on Call of Duty?
Wait,
Y'all talk
wait,
about
wait,
you.
wait,
The
You
other
brought
wait,
up
wait.
striking
I gotta
vipers.
characters.
add the
The
extra
other
dynamic.
characters.
You brought up striking vipers, low, and that's all. If we going off like those kind of vibes, oh no, prosecution.
Well, in this case, you're playing online with other players. So all it takes is for me to be trying to execute you, and you turn around and start, Next thing you know, we two Call of Duty players fucking in Call of
Well,
Duty.
next thing you know, I join in as player 3 and I kill both of y'all in the damn game. Bring your ass out of the motherfucker.
At that point, I won't even be playing this shit. But no, Call of Duty be telling us about this shit. It's crazy. Back in 2019, when did Modern Warfare come out?
Which Modern Warfare?
The first one.
Ooh, isn't that like? Oh, check. Aren't you supposed to know it's like 08?
Hold on. No, the redrop that came out like 4 years ago.
Oh,
The reason I say this is because I was playing the game before COVID. And you know the cover art when you first start the game? They
yes.
had the masks on. And was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I hopped on the game and I noticed now the art for season 6, Modern Warfare 2, is it's a face and it's half a human, half a robot.
Not predictive programming. Oh my
There's
god.
hella predictive programming in Call of
But
Duty.
Call of Duty, yeah, I was gonna say they're notorious for that. Call of Duty, certain movies and film directors are like notorious for it. But Call of Duty, classic. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Because I was gonna say the mask thing. They try to make it seem like, oh, we're at war. Niggas wear gas masks. Whoop de woo. Nah. Um, and half human, half robot. So like, is it? I don't know. Is it attaching itself to us, or are we attaching ourselves to it?
I think we're attaching ourselves to it. It's like the integration between human life and artificial life, or human intelligence rather, and artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence is just built off of what humans are already capable of doing.
Hmm. Okay, because I was gonna say, I don't know. Like, I know AI can be something as basic as making copies, but I don't know. Like, it just seems super hyper technological. I don't know. I just feel like it could just as much as it could go right. I feel like it could just go wrong.
Well, I
Like,
don't think the intention of it is for anything to go right. I think the intention is to make it well, and to us, it would be wrong.
yeah, because I'm still not fucking with it. I know we wasn't talking about it, but the idea of transhumanism is insane, and I just don't like that. Okay, y'all are saying AI. What is
Y'all
it? It's
grandma's got pacemakers. What are you talking about?
gonna be an AI gender? Is that what you're telling me?
Wait, there's not already
No,
one?
seriously though, we have transhumans. These transhumans are living amongst us. People with prosthetic legs,
Oh,
prosthetic arms,
low,
pacemakers, and all other
Their
kinds of
legs
devices
and
that's
hearts
keeping
carry
them
the same.
alive.
low. I'm not gonna let you sit up here and call people with a pacemaker.
Yo, they're part
That's literally
cyborg. What are
what
we
they
even doing right
are.
now?
A person with a pacemaker is a transhuman. That for them to be
Damn.
alive, their body is using. I don't. They're using AI to keep them alive. What are we? What are we doing
God bless
here?
AI.
So
It's
we
a cyborg. It's a
so
cyborg. If
we
you
can't
have a pacemaker, you are a cyborg.
so he can't be trusted as a cyborg.
Well, the reason I would say yes is because your pacemaker doesn't affect your mental, like you still have your own way of
That we know
thinking, but the
that,
existence of you is
that we know
dependent
of.
on that pacemaker. Yeah, that we know of. I don't
Damn.
know. We already know organ transplant controls people way of thinking. So if you got a robot organ, listen,
Wait,
this is
for real?
getting too going too
Robot.
far down the rabbit hole there.
And y'all, I'm still here. Y'all know this last hour. I get off in an hour or so. You gotta hold it down. Can't really talk.
What's all the
Brolic, we you said we were gonna have that conversation about the Confederate flag and the cross. Don't forget about that.
Ooh, okay, bet. I wrote it down. I wrote it down.
Oh, and what do you guys think about that?
so we're gonna have like art. What were we finna
No, I'm
say?
about to say, what do y'all think about the? You heard of the Void or the VR amusement park, where like where
No.
they're trying to add extra senses like smell and other stuff. It's like a 4D type of ordeal.
I'm like 4D.
Well, that answers your question, Jay.
Lord have
Wait, I'm gonna see
mercy.
if I can
Like, so
find a video on it.
we might as well just start cranking out the robotic body parts all together. You know what I'm saying? AI nipples. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't matter.
They also have taste in
I
VR now
mean,
too.
AI breastfeeding. Like, it just doesn't matter at this point.
what do you think a baby alive is?
That's not AI breastfeeding. That is not the same idea because that's motherfucking fake ass motherfucking baby's fake ass milk. We talk about a human baby breastfeeding off of an AI bot.
Wait, there could be a future in that.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
But
Our
wait,
babies
because
are
the,
going
the
to be
future
incubated.
of our medical industry is really based on AI. So think about a parent or a breastfeeding mother who needs to receive hormones to assist with milk production or latching or whatnot. There's going to come a time where a doctor doesn't need to write a prescription and you go to the pharmacist to fill it. It would just literally be AI keeping count or keeping track of the all the levels of hormones and everything else in our body, and then AI releasing whatever substance or whatever it is that we need at that moment. So the diabetes patients are like type 2 diabetes patients who are insulin dependent. They already have this. This is already they already doing this shit. Like they don't have to inject insulin in them. Their AI is constantly measuring their insulin levels, blood sugar levels, all that. And all it does, there's a little device implanted in them and it releases insulin into their body in doses based on the data that they collect from your what do they call them? Your vitals.
Man, I'm not even gonna hold you. AI. Okay, so we might as well just shift over to the babies being in the damn incubators at this point because y'all telling me y'all trust the AI to release the correct amount of like, yeah, it's doing it now, right? They're building the trust with y'all. They want to fool y'all. They building the trust so that whenever it does decide, whenever there are accidents or malfunctions or shit decides to just give you all the insulin at once instead of in dosages, that's the reasoning behind it. Oh, nobody said it was 100% foolproof. It's still a robot. It still has bugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna play with y'all. We're not doing AI breastfeeding. We might as well just had a little incubator and just damn start growing humans. I don't trust AI breast milk.
I
I
mean,
do.
I'm not opposed to the AI having breast milk.
Yeah, I'm opposed to it. I wasn't a Similac baby. We wasn't on that. Yeah.
I was a Similac baby, and that's why I oppose this artificial human. This playing God has got to stop, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Humans need a God.
Oh
Help!
my gosh, I don't have a
I'm
mute
sick.
button anymore, but how does one play who they are?
All right, look. This is
Love.
the VR. It's a little clip because I can't find a longer one, but this is like a little clip from the VR amusement park thing, and so it shows you like what's really happening, and it shows you what he sees. But yeah, they have other ones where like they're carrying around a lantern and like because they picked up in real life, but it shows up different in the game and shit like that. It's just like this huge, massive building that you like people walk around and like yeah, it's gonna be the new amusement park basically.
But if AI is meant to just mimic everything that we do, right? If it's mimicking life, like, are we gonna have like the same AI, well, the same, well, not the same social issues? Because I know y'all are alleging that some of them will disappear once it's implemented, but as far as like social issues, are we still gonna have those? AI hate group, AI KK? No,
I mean, there'll
okay.
probably be some
Um,
anti-AI people,
AI
but
BLM.
they won't last very long.
That's what I'm saying. There's
Oh,
no.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Channel Raw TV Bay Bay.